Hello, it's the Worldview from an Outcast podcast. My name is Summer Austin, and today I want to do a podcast on my thoughts on the subject of cultural appropriation. So, aside from white people whose culture has saturated, I would say, in a equally loving toward all races way, all of the cultures in its existence of trying to spread their ideas through all of the world. Now, when this happens and people like the Native Americans, they were made to become white people in a way. They resist. Black people were made to speak English in America and do learn the lessons from that white people serve them in school. And even in Asia and the Middle East, English is taught in schools. So this is all my opinion, and if you have differing opinions, I respect that. So, as in for wearing a headdress, that would be cultural appropriation. It is an unspoken, unwritten, unofficial, almost law that you're not supposed to wear a Native American headdress at a party for fun. That's a sacred symbol for that whatever. So maybe the chief would wear a headdress. So that would be a spoof on them, their culture. That would be making mockery, taking something sacred and lessening its importance. So what other cultures like to hold on to their last vestiges of hope of their culture surviving to them, for them? It's sad to say that black people have lost most of their culture in America, and some are trying to revive that. I see with the dress, the African dress they wear, or the hair they wear that way, that is also found in Africa, or the African way of doing hair, or patterns on dresses and skirts that is relating to the African way of dressing. And some people even just leave America and go back to Africa for their own choice. They don't want to live in America. They want to go back to Africa. I don't think the black people mind, but for me to make paintings of black, like culture animals in Africa, like the lion, the tiger, the panther, for me to claim that those paintings and patterns as my own, people will look at me kind of weird, but I don't think they would really mind. Like the Native Americans would be very, I know this is a generalization, I can't make a generalization, but I hear it's their wishes and thoughts, and they would be very upset if I put on a headdress at a party, for a costume party or something. It's just, I don't want to be offensive to any nation. So, and in the comments you can leave your thoughts. And Asian things, they rugs, vases, things of the arts of Tai Chi, and they're pretty open about it. They want people to be able to benefit from their mindful practices and their theories of just being in the here and now and practicing gentle, slight body movements to ease pressure, etc. right? But for me to wear a embroidered Chinese skirt or dress that the noble people wear, or even that daily common folk wear, I would feel a little bit like this is not me. So I wouldn't even, I love it, the pattern, but I wouldn't feel comfortable because I would be professing to be a participant in that culture, which I'm not. So although I respect it and it's beautiful, and like I actually do want to include more Asian decorations in my home and pick up the practice of Feng Shui for designing with the Qi in mind around the home, the energy, so it can flow more and have a more peaceful, harmonious feeling in my home. All right, I'll get at what the heart of the matter is I want to write a book of a day in the life. Oh, a storybook, probably only 24 pages. For Amazon KDP anyway. From in India. And I'm wondering, I'm a little hesitant since I do not live there, never lived there, and who am I to be able to say that I can properly portray what it would be like, living in India. Although they're so far away, they probably would never read the book. It wouldn't matter. But if anyone got their hands on it and said, "Wait, this is wrong. Why are you writing about our country anyway? You have your own country," or something like that. Like, I just want to say that I am right now really obsessed and have my heart set on writing a story about a day for maybe a girl, a boy, a family, or a community that I will pick up and research about in India. And what fascinates me most about that is the bright colors of their clothing, and that they wash, and their fabrics, and that they wash their clothes in the river, or even wash themselves and bathe in the river. The food is good. I mean, it's a beautiful countryside, and I just want to be there in my mind. And so this is a preemptory statement that yes, I will be writing. I hope it's not a cultural appropriation, but a story based in India for the location, and I'm not sure where. I'll have to research. I think New Delhi is the DELHI, the capital, or something like that. And I'll just research it I know a little bit about the religion, but that's beside the point. So, thank you for listening to my Worldview from an Outcast podcast. I'm sure the podcast has some errors. My apologies if I didn't include anything that should have been included, or if what I was saying was all wrong. I know I can just put a sweep. I apologize if it offended anybody, and maybe that's not enough. If it really did offend somebody, my heartfelt apologies, and I'm sorry. Especially to put what may have taken 500 years to get over in such a brief, casual way with no sensitivity. So I realize I'm doing that, but me just want to take it to the next level, and I feel I've had a lot of compassion for people and the struggles they're going through in different religions and places in the world and cultures, all varieties of different groups of people. Oh, excuse me for that. And so if there's any problem, I'll just delete the book. How's that? So thank you for staying with me and letting me brainstorm and share with you my ideas and thoughts. Till next time, this has been another episode of the World View from an Outcast podcast with Summer Austin. Thank you. Peace. Goodbye. Good night.